And I mean, it's evident and obvious to anybody that, that really, really put on their glasses and, that spiritual discernment, and then think about this, all of this persecution has been happening to my life. Actually, since I was quite literally born, like since 94. And you could think about it, I mean, because as we know, in the Word, the Bible, the Lord kingdom was not on earth, The Lord was establishing, he was implementing the kingdom derivatives that was from heaven, you know what I'm saying? And, that was a new government structure, you feel me, that he was bringing from heaven on earth, you know what I'm saying? And he said that was his only purpose for being born, you know what I'm saying, was spread the light, the things that God commended, and to say those things, teach those things, preach those things, as far as what? Now, when you think about that, and those things were going to ultimately result in a holy, structures, you know what I'm saying, holy structures, ultimately, holy and righteous structures, ultimately. And so, I mean, when you think about it, okay, Elijah, come from God, and restoration come from God, you know what I'm saying, the structures, had no longer, you know what I'm saying, and when you think about this attack that's been on my life, how the influential figures was been allowed to like just permanently sabotage my life, in every way, shape, form, using anything, at their disposal, any strategy, tactic, whatever it takes, you realize what's been happening this whole time, even as we speak, you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, the reason why, it's fundamentally because it's good versus evil, light versus darkness. I mean, it can be argued that it's race related, and things of that nature, which is, a real possibility. You realize that, somebody's, wish or scam for, increase and for mammon, you know what I'm saying? And, you'll realize that that's what I mean, altogether, it's a weird situation. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through this same thing since 1994. The structures have, allowed, influential figures, absolute immunity to do whatever they wanted to do to my life for a prolonged period of time. Using anything, anything they could think of, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. And when you realize what my purpose was, you know what I'm saying, restoration and, being of which, the end shall confirm, you know what I'm saying, itself. You know what I mean? You realize that, this is, this is a situation unlike anything. And, that lead me to say also, it's weird. The Bible tells you, you know what I'm saying, this is like, I mean, I'm kind of all over the place for this recording, but it's a couple of things I want to mention. Devil trying to distract me. But check this out, what I mean? We know in the Bible in James, chapter 1, let me see. For example, it's telling you how God can't be tempted, by evil. You know what I'm saying? And God tempts nobody. The devil tempts people. And, and if it ain't temptation, then it's God is holy. Either way, the Bible says it's not, it's not a sin to be tempted. You know what I'm saying? The temptation comes when you yield to that temptation. You know what I'm saying? So it's, it's things, and yielding is this, I mean, like, for instance, if somebody, try to entice you, you know what I'm saying, in a bad or wicked way or something like that, it's not a sin, you know what I'm saying, if you don't go, you know what I'm saying, with them. You feel me? It's not a sin unless you go with them and yield to the temptation. Just as an example. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of the kind of things. And so, I mean, I get extreme evil, man, just for my, my Christian religion, by the structures who, through intentional negligence for a prolonged period of time, very long period of time, have, single-handedly allowed, various types of attacks to come on my life for, and to result in the destruction or the covering of my ministry, to hide my ministry and, everything that I stood for. And that's been the situation for as long as, I've been keeping track of it for years and years and years and years now. You know what I'm saying? But my testimony capture everything. And I mean, there's, for anybody that cared about God, man, there's tons and tons of content that's available, about the light and, the truth. I've been a servant of the Lord the whole time. I follow God with my life. And it's people that's just, it's evil, that's in the world. But the Bible said that would be. It'll wax worse and worse and get worse and worse. But got a series of very strange things happen, but hey, I'm gonna continue to cover the situation. Everybody see it's a tremendous crimes, injustice and all of that. But I'm gonna keep on covering it, y'all, for as long as it's going on. But yeah, it's no coincidence though how this attack happening on me, and then my legacy. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm trying to, maintain a ministry, a gospel. You know what I'm saying, for God's people. And then you got the structures allowing on purpose. People, celebrities that don't follow God to eat my life up on purpose. After they're using them they're using them like weapons. You know what I'm saying? By refusing to disrupt the crime, on purpose. Over 7 years now. And so you see the kind of situation going on, and so they sabotage every part of my life on purpose to ensure that, I could not maintain, my legacy, my godly legacy, It's weird seeing every other, every right a person had broken, for doing nothing but, sticking by their faith, follow with God. But yeah, man, keep covering it for as long as this situation. But I just felt like it was something, to mention. Like, it ain't no coincidence, The Bible tells you that the government, to us a son is given, and a son is born, and the government shall be on his shoulders. It's kind of obvious, really, if God trying to bring in a righteous, holy, structure of government, in a place while, the current, structure is trying tooth and nail to destroy, that purpose. Or you got influential figures trying to destroy that purpose. Just saying that's mighty strange. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, evident.